everyone. I wanted to come on today and share that I had a really great conversation with a client about hashtags. And I wanted to share some information and kind of clear up a little bit of confusion about hashtags. Some of the things that hashtags are not. They are not just fun, quippy little words you decide to use when you're posting on social media. They can be fun and they can be quips, but you want to make sure that you're using them with intention. They're not your words. They're the words your clients would use to search for your products, services, industry, goods, those types of things. So if you are a medical professional and you think using the medical term to describe what your post is about will be beneficial, it might be this much. But if you use the everyday problem in a normal description like elbow hurts or sore knee or knee pain, that might get you a much bigger result instead of a tiny little group of people that know what that technical term is. So don't use fancy technical terms unless you think everyone knows what it is. Don't use big words that describe yourself, esthetician, as opposed to more of something that someone else would search regarding skincare tech. Those kinds of things, you want to balance out what your clients would use compared to what you would use. So just food for thought. Don't make them random. You want to make sure that you don't think of hashtags as a random thought that you add to the end of your post. You want to make sure that they are used with intention. The reason why is that if you think about hashtag as usable real estate, you want to make sure that if your house is for sale, your realtor comes and posts a sign. If they don't, who would know that your house is for sale? They have to go post a sign. They have to put it on all the real estate websites. They have to put it on their own website. There's a place you want to have all of that filled up. Social media hashtags are the same way. You want to make sure you're using the real estate properly and not wasting it. The reason is social media hashtags are clickable, searchable, followable. All of the things when somebody goes onto Instagram and decides that they want to know about Chinese food, there's going to be a way that they can search Chinese food recipes, Chinese food near me, Chinese food that tastes good, Chinese food ingredients. There's a lot of stuff that can go on. You want to make sure that you're reaching your ideal market and your ideal client with the words and the hashtags that you use. If somebody, for example, is like me and is involved in social media for their business, we follow lots of social media hashtags. Doesn't mean I use all of them, but I follow them to see what's going on in social media world, what might be up in the news before I read about it somewhere else. Social media can tell me about it. Think of those things. Some of the other things you want to think about is that in the world of Google, you can search. When you go on and you use some terms and you're searching for Google, hashtags are the same way. Use those for your business. There are places you want to use hashtags. TikTok, for example, you want to use as many as you can within the content that you're allowed. There's different character amounts that you can use. So basically, keep your sentence short, load up with hashtags. If you're on Instagram allows you up to 30 hashtags. Don't have a heart attack. Use up to 30. As many as. Don't stop at 5. Don't stop at 2 or 3. Maybe not even stop 10, 15. Use the real estate to the best of your ability before you start to just throw ridiculous words in there that don't really matter or won't benefit you. Twitter is the same way. It's based on character. Keep your sentences short. Use hashtags most of all. You can use, I would say, no more than 3 hashtags on LinkedIn, no more than 2 or 3 on Facebook, because ultimately you want to understand that those places aren't where your average client, average audience, average new person is going to search via hashtag. It wasn't the norm when these platforms came about, so it isn't something that has picked up a lot of speed or momentum. Usable, yes, but not something you want to fill your feed with when you're creating content. You don't want to have 2 sentences and 35 hashtags in Facebook because most Facebook users do not use hashtags for searchability. I hope that helps everyone. I hope it gives you some extra information today to figure out where to use a hashtag, when to use a hashtag, and to not just throw a silly word up there like today is Monday and it sucks really bad. Don't want it to be super long. Don't want it to be useless. Don't just put something in as a placeholder. Make sure you use it with intention to grow your business, grow your following with the people who ideally will become customers, could be customers, or will share your information. Have a great day, everybody. Talk to you soon. Bye.